How will I know?
You'll get a notification that says we're live.
I don't think so.
But we're not. We won't be live on the actual podcast. Only on YouTube for people to listen to us. I just got a notification. So I got this here.
I feel like this thing is like covering my face. Okay.
All right, got that there. Oh, testing. All right, some people are coming in. Ooh, someone said, Mark Espinoza said, MBJ, exclamations.
Hi.
Still relevant.
What do we got?
The return of MBJ.
All right, just waiting a minute. All right, so basically,
Marinara, what's good, Paisan?
Ray, you wanna do another intro?
Yeah,
today?
sure. We can get it, man. Let's go.
First time ever actually seeing MBJ on the podcast.
I used to be
somebody
on
said.
it all the time.
Now, question: How does it look on your phone right now? Turn your phone sideways, and then as far as like how I have it set up. Okay, the Glorious House of Gains is at the top. There's nothing blocking any of our faces or anything, so the setup is all right. All right, cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll go live.
How do you like read the comments and do both? Like that's like.
I'm just super talented.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna give everybody an update on Rob. Ray, what is the last thing Rob said to you just now before I even start the actual podcast? Well,
He's a go. He said, just let it flow.
All right, and just try to call him. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, I would just try.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Jesus.
What?
Is that your first time seeing it?
What? He's sending you pictures?
Let
Yeah.
me see.
All right, I'm gonna go live.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
She's seen it all so far. So he wants me to give him a call. He's okay. At least.
He said he'll let us know.
Oh,
He said he'll text me and let me know when
Don't
it's good.
try to just call him straight up.
No, he said let the show.
All right, so just we'll let Marissa
Start it up
We'll let
and-
MBJ talk. All right, here we go. All right, going live. Ray,
Yes, sir.
you're the intro. Here we go. In 3. Hold on, testing.
Soundboard check.
Testing.
Marissa says to me sometimes,
All right, testing. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Marissa says to me sometimes, your legs are getting bigger. No, bitch, they ain't getting bigger because I don't train no goddamn legs.
You're listening to the Glorious House of Gains podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank.
You're that CrossFit guy that bashes CrossFit. And I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, I love your shit. Can I take a picture?
What the fuck is going on, people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Glorious House of Gains podcast, co-hosted and piloted by your boy, Ray Vegas. To my right, he's the butcher, the baker, the I never keep my word to anybody sayer, Joey, no NPC, bag of donuts. What's going on, Joe?
Another one.
And to his right, we have a delicious treat. You know, I'm always excited about it. MBJ in the building. What's going on, MBJ?
Hi. Oh. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm a little happy and excited tonight is, you know, in the absence of Rob, I'm just very excited that, our boy is alpha as fuck. I admire him, his strength, for all that he's going through. Like, this dude gets out of surgery and just hitting us up like, yo, I'm good. Look what's going on. Like, I just can't believe his strength and his courage through all of this because your average male or anybody would just be like, yo, check me out. I'm done. I can't do this. So big props to you, Big Rob. Joey, what do you got going on tonight, man?
Well, I was going to say, we're going to give an update on Rob. He is in the live chat right now. He said, okay. So Rob's in the live chat right now. He is still in the hospital. We're on day 15 now. We're gonna try to call him if he lets us. If not, we have MBJ here who has been going to the hospital every day, and she just left there a little while ago, so she's got all the updates if he can't chime in himself. We'll keep the podcast pretty short tonight, but yeah, as Ray was saying, like normal people do not give live updates. Like, he was literally in a procedure, knocked out a couple hours ago, and the fact that he is cool with giving people an update. The whole podcast idea, 3 years ago was so he can like feel normal and talk to people. And, he says people are just his bros. So the fact that he does this kind of proves that everything he's been saying over the years is true. Like, he just wants to, talk to everybody about shit. So a normal guy, your big time celebrity people, they're not going to give live fucking updates because they want to make sure everything's smooth before they do that. So Rob is definitely an alpha male. So anyway, Marissa, you want to say anything brief? Not going to give out any info yet. I got some things to do first.
No. I mean, nothing I have to say is going to be brief, so you
Okay.
might as well just
All
do
right.
your intro.
So what Rob always does, he always talks about his Patreon members. And this week, he actually had 3 new members that joined this week, and their names are, this is a rough one, Ewan Curry, CJ Bowers, and Eddie Lee. I feel like CJ Bowers isn't there a Frank Bowers? Right?
Hank Bowers.
Somebody
Maybe
Bowers,
they're
right?
brothers.
So anyway, but yeah, those are the 3 members. So Rob is very appreciative of you, and I can't wait till we're able to do, the gym videos again and everything. So that's part of the Patreon membership. Outside of that, we have, as always, the God Amongst Men members. I like to play that now with Rob not being here, since it's a song. I like to play it a little bit. Oh, yeah? All right. So this is a long list. Again, I ask how Rob remembers all these names, even though he reads them right off here. So I skipped a few people last week. They got a little pissed off. We have the Barbell Chef, Tyler Price, Noah Oust, Coach J Pow 71, Ian Lawrenson, Harry Pascoe, Chris Salfarley, I think, Jay Marsh, Dusty Wing, JXPX Wheeler, Kimberly Gutierrez, TJ Anderson, Poppy Sebs, Muscles Marinara, Harry Pascoe, Alpha and Omega, John Cusack. Now, this person actually messaged me because I pronounced their name last week as Jacquees Irvin. But they're like, that is not my name. But the worst part is I don't remember how to say their name, so we're just gonna stick with.
Wait, even though they corrected you? Yeah. Great job, Joe.
It's probably Jacques.
It's probably or Jack maybe. So we're just gonna go with that. D Tibbs, Will Torres, Lane Yardley, Jeremiah Robinson, Sean Cease, Jimmy the Bread Guy, Carl Angel Sr., Christian Flores, Jacob Heimer, Vincent Baffa, A Certified G, Jeremy J, Joe Arakawa, Whiskey Biz, Kevin Zermino, Chris M, Kiwi Jace, Colin Moretti, Jose Estrada, AC Capola, and the one and only Spenny. And those are the glorious God Amongst Men members. And then, finally, the most important, I would say, are the elite members.
Elite. The elite. Yes, sir.
Are you supposed to sing it, Joe?
Joe never sings a song.
I never sing it, but I sang it last week. But I'm just not feeling it this
Joe,
week.
you just got the biggest burn probably in podcast history.
Why? What's happening now?
Jimmy reads better than Joey.
Oh no! First of all, I'm an excellent. I read. You know what's really messing with my head right now? Since Rob's been out, and I'm looking. Since Rob's been out, I've been obviously not going to the gym because he's my gym partner. We go to the gym at night, and we all know that I'm fat to begin with. But Rob being out for a couple of weeks, dude, I'm growing bigger than ever, and I'm looking at myself in this camera. My head is so circular right now because I am just a giant fat piece of shit. I'm trying to read, and then I'm looking at my face, and I'm
And
like,
it's funny you mention your head because there's a super chat about your head.
so I am fatter than ever. Anyway, so the elite members, and I missed someone last week, so let's see if I don't fuck this up. William Burns, Kevin Hackey, Bill Burns, Nathaniel Ellis, Mark Massaro, the Iron Giant, Zach C., Nathan Tejada, Victor, James, John Nelson, Damian McCoy, Eric Papadoc, Cody Lawson, Joe Burke, who was the one I forgot last week. So, Joe Burke, I did not forget you. And finally, Zach G.
Big shouts to Zach G. I talked to him earlier. He was on the check-in, just seeing what was going on with everybody. Yo, Zach, I appreciate you, brother.
Now, I believe we had a couple super chats. I don't want to miss those. And then we're gonna see what Rob, if Rob wants us to call him or if we want Marissa to get into it. John Nelson, $5 dono, says, Joey, I'll buy you a new champion hoodie for podcasts. My God. Bro, I've told you already. I own so many. I don't fit in any of them. I'm just that fat. Anyway.
Yo, John, unless you got a big bankroll, because Joey's going to need a hoodie made out of parachutes. So.
Seriously. you better sew 3 double X's together. Mark Espinoza with a $5 dono says, MBJ is back. Ray, you like that comment earlier? We miss OG Rob. Joey's forehead is huge, just like his body. Fuck, man. Hope the whole crew is doing well. Let's fucking go.
Yo, so Mark, that was you with the savage-ass comment.
Was it? The comment in the Shopify? Dude, just so everybody's aware. Somebody
Wait, the
placed...
one we just read?
I don't know if that was Mark.
I don't think it was
Nah,
him
I'm
either.
talking about on my IG page, I think.
Well, I just wanted to get something out. Someone wrote a comment on the store tonight that they placed an order, and they wrote a comment that was super inappropriate. But Ray actually wrote this person a personalized note, and we put it in the bag and sent it off to them. So if they think they're just going to talk shit through a note on the store, and then we're not going to write back, you're now our pen pal. So get ready. I can't wait. This person's going to open this shit up like, what the fuck?
Yo, and Joe.
Oh, damn.
So Rob's
That's a big
actually...
super chat.
Let me just kind of clue the folks into what's going on right now. Rob's in the middle of getting a blood transfusion as we are live on the podcast, and he's in the live stream. Like, that's some gangster shit. And by the way, he's actually getting a blood transfusion from a brother. So he's actually he's actually really part black now.
You can't go too far into this.
I can't help but address that he's getting a blood transfusion from Tyrone right now. And I mean, it's amazing. Rob will be leaving the hospital with a pair of Jordans.
And he'll be
His credit score is down 35 points already. All from getting a black man's blood transfusion.
He told the nurse, he said, listen, I haven't been able to tan for the last 2 weeks. You guys got any black guy's blood?
He will no longer be addressed as Robert Frank 615, but Ramel Frank 615. Ramel Franklin 615. That's his new handle. Ramel Franklin 615. Get at me.
We got a super chat from Carl Angel Sr. for $25.
That's true.
Says, hope Rob is getting better and think everyone in the live stream needs to buy merch and help pay those doctor bills. Ray, I've been hitting the gym hard since you messaged me, trying to get that 18 pounds back.
Let's go, Carl. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that.
Medical bills, you could shout out to MBJ for helping Rob with that because he's married to someone who has very good medical benefits, so he's one.
But still, let them don't even discourage them, man. Let it fly. Let it fly. Let the merch fly.
I could secretly set up a GoFundMe.
Yeah, let it fly, man.
I'm just saying we should give credit to MBJ. She has a good job. She has good benefits, so at least he's lucky there because a lot of people get.
Yeah, I have a friend right now. She listens to the podcast from time to time, and she had a double mastectomy and is battling like this thing with cancer. And she messaged me today, was like, yo, I'm getting murdered with medical bills.
Do people
Yeah.
get bills?
So I could imagine.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Though,
I remember I had just a colonoscopy and they sent like a $25,000 bill, but my wife has good benefits, so I didn't pay anything. So like you need to have good benefits.
After my motorcycle accident, when I got to the motorcycle accident, they took me to a hospital off of Route 9. And my injuries were severe. They were like, yo, we need to send you to a different hospital. We can't treat you here. They were like, we're going to airlift you to Robert Wood. But a friend of mine had fell off a roof like 2 months prior, and I seen what that bill looked like. And I was like, am I going to die? They were like, you should be okay. I was like, I'll take the ambulance, bro. Like,
A helicopter's probably
it was like 60
great.
grand.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Get out of here. No, I'm good. If I'm not going to die, I'll get in the ambulance. I'll take that ride.
So yeah, I mean,
But
Bill,
the helicopters are so cool when they come into the hospital.
It's cool
They
until you have to
literally,
until you get
like-
that bill and you're
yeah.
like, what
60 grand, you can go fly around the city
Yeah,
for like 1,000.
good.
But all right, so MBJ is going to get into it in a sec. We're going to see if we can give Rob a call. By the way, another super chat from Muscles Marinara, $10 dono. says, Paisans, Rob is a true alpha. We're going to get into that in a sec. He honestly really is.
Yeah.
There's 156 people in here, so we appreciate everybody in here. I know everybody wants an update on Rob. So, Ray, just text him real quick, see if he wants us to call him. And if not, Marissa's going to give a live update. Like I said, we're going to keep this pretty short.
What are the chances that he might be getting tranny blood?
Listen, this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor or wait in line. It's even cheaper than a pharmacy, and they prepare and ship it right to you. It's in a discreet package. No awkwardness, and you don't need to leave the house. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code GAINS. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, BlueChew.com. Promo code GAINS to try it free. Promo code is spelled GAINZ. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper, faster choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And remember, when you support our sponsors, you help make this podcast possible. So please be sure to use our promo code GAINS at BlueChew.com.
Yes, sir.
That was so good.
I'm just going to put this in my pocket for after the podcast.
Oh, you got a sample? Very nice.
You should have put it in that guy's friggin'.
Yeah, the guy that placed the order? Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pop it a couple minutes before the show is over. You know what I mean?
Hey, all right, so Rob's update.
I don't even have the energy to understand what he's talking about right now.
He's
Like,
being
I
inappropriate.
really don't.
Rob's update. Here we go. Can we give him a call, Ray, or are we? Is he saying do not give him a call and we're gonna go with Marissa?
He's not quite ready just yet.
All right, so Marissa will give a rundown of what's been going on over the last week. Obviously, if you listen to the last podcast, Rob was in the hospital, and he gave his update, so you can get the latest information as of last Thursday, a week ago, from what was happening. And then obviously things took a turn this last 6 or 7 days. So obviously nobody knows anything about that. So that's why we're trying to give Rob on the phone so he can give an update. But for right now, he's got some stuff going on in the hospital. They're doing, like Ray said, what are they, giving him blood right now?
Yeah, he said they're still in the room.
They
right
are.
now.
I can get into it.
Okay, so let Marissa.
But I just say,
He doesn't care. I mean, you don't need to give every goddamn detail like what you're seeing physically. But
No,
just
I know.
Give some terms. And basically, I don't know if you know where we left off last week.
No.
Basically, last week, you had been in the hospital. Obviously, well, prior to the weekend, basically was the update he gave, where they had done nothing to him at that point. He was just been in the hospital for a week, and he didn't understand why nothing was getting better at that point.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. So, so I guess he left off where, he had the ulcerative colitis. They were treating it.
Yep.
They were trying to get the inflammation down. And then probably Tuesday night, he started getting severe pain, more pain than he was having with the ulcerative colitis. And
because he thought over the weekend he was going to get released.
yeah, so they kept trying to get him to a position where he could get released from the hospital, trying to switch medications over to oral, IV to oral, so he can get to go home. But then on Tuesday, it really was a complete shift. He was never 100% out of pain, but it was being managed. And then Tuesday night, he was in severe pain, more pain than he probably was going into the hospital. And then they came in, they gave him more pain meds, I don't know, they tried some other things. And then on Wednesday morning,
Not today, if you're listening. Today is Friday.
So this is, I don't even know what day it is.
It's Friday night. Marissa's been at the hospital every day for the last 15 days. So her life is a blur. Ray and I and some of other Rob's closest friends are waiting on edge every day to get updates
Every single day.
and it's fucking awful. But if anything's awful, it's Rob who's having to deal with all this shit. So,
Yeah.
about 48 hours ago was the most recent update. So,
Yeah. So then Wednesday morning, I was getting ready. I was doing some work from home just to finish some things before I headed over to the hospital. And he just kept saying, the pain's getting worse. He feels like something's wrong. He's swollen, etc. So I was like, all right, I just got to get to the hospital at this point. So, and I, obviously I checked in on him. I talked to the nurses. I asked what was going on. They just said, his pain increased. But on my way to the hospital, the doctor called me and was like, we're going to order like a CT scan. And I was like, okay. Well, I'm on my way to the hospital, and he's like, yeah, like, you know, we're got to see like what's going on. And I was like, okay. So when I got there, they had, you know, he was drinking a CT drink, and they came in with like the portable x-ray, I guess, right before I came here. And basically his colon perforated. So
I'm guessing most people, including myself,
so
when you told me, didn't know what that meant.
It's like a life or death situation. So what happens is you get like a tear or a hole inside of your colon, and you have to have emergency surgery because, I mean, I don't want to be graphic, but like when
your stuff spills into your blood.
Yeah, so like stool is okay if it goes through your large intestine and then out your hole like naturally, but if you perforate and you get a hole in your colon, that is now toxins just literally spreading like wildfire into your abdomen. So literally this happened maybe like 15 minutes after I got to the hospital, and then they came in, the surgical, you know, doctor had to come in, and they had to do a subtotal colectomy, which I guess I have to explain that too.
Yeah.
So that means they have to remove his colon. So when it perforates, like I said, it's life or death situation. They have to react, because if that stays in his body too long, he can become septic and die. He didn't, thank God. But they did have to remove his colon.
So I'm giving you a break because I know you.
And it was like a 3-hour procedure.
Going through all the works. I know when I found out when he was like, yeah, turn for the worse, I was just like, fuck. Like, literally,
disgusted.
I was like, bruh. You really, words can't describe really how I felt, because I've had family members who have been sick and or passed away, but it's different. Like, Rob and I go back like 33 years. So when he actually texted me, he was like, yo, I love you, bro. And I was just like, yo, pause. Like,
it happened really fast.
Yeah, like real fast. So I was kind of like,
dude, what sucks is because he
on edge.
This is a guy who, as you know, through all the fucking podcasts, hates going to the hospital, will avoid going to the hospital at all costs. And then now he's in a hospital having to go through like shit that a normal person normally doesn't go through. So that's really what's fucking the most bothersome part. And he basically, you know, he had to go into an emergency surgery. I think it was like, what did you say? Wasn't it like 260 minutes scheduled?
Yeah, so it was scheduled for like 260 minutes. It's typically a long procedure. I mean, they are removing your entire colon, and they have to watch out because you perforated. So they need to watch to make sure that it didn't spread to other parts of your abdomen. And it honestly,
they do stuff to the intestines too, right?
Yeah. So everyone asked this. So your large intestine is your colon. So it's the piece that like loops. It's the biggest part, like that holds everything.
That's like if you ever see videos, people like
it like
joke
loops
that
around.
our intestines like a
like
mile long or something.
Yeah, it literally loops around. Like it starts up here and it goes down there. And honestly, like, I mean, it really did happen quickly. So I don't even know honestly how it felt from Rob's point of view, because I was busy like worrying about who's doing the procedure. Is this the protocol? What's the next step? Like, what's this? And like everything just happened so quickly. Then you have to sign this and that. And like, it was crazy.
Shit probably got real quick.
In a matter of like 15 minutes, like our whole world's just turned upside down.
Yeah, and the thing that really, like I said, amazes me is literally after the surgery, I guess as soon as he woke up from anesthesia, like he's texting us, and this fucking guy is sending pictures. He's like, yo, you want to see my scar? And I'm like, I guess. Like,
I told him no.
He looked like,
I don't know if he wants to get into like everything they what that means. Like, I don't.
They cut him. That I don't think he's afraid to say it. Like,
he said we could say whatever. He doesn't care, but
they treated his body like he got filleted. That's literally the best way to put it.
It didn't matter because guess what? When it's a life or death situation,
do it. You got to do it.
They'll cut everything. They don't care.
My point though is that after this happened, he still boss as hell. Is like, yo, Ray, look, and I'm just like, how are you? Number one, how are you just not miserable as fuck? Because I'd be like, I don't want to see. I don't want to see it. I don't want to talk about it. And this dude was like taking selfies of like cut. It is, and I had to take a deep breath because I seen a preview on my phone. And I was like, holy shit! And then I had to reel it in, and I was like,
Just so you're aware.
Yeah, and I looked at it and I was like,
What?
I said, yo, bro, that's gnarly as fuck. Like,
I'm not even through like half the story.
The people in the comments. By the way,
if you say some dumb shit, I will come to your house and fuck your life.
no, listen, it's first of all, it's about me, which nothing bothers me. John Nelson, you do not need to block people because we don't care what people say. Joshua Navarro is saying, he goes, what'd he say? He said it should have been Joey.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Listen, I don't wish that on anybody.
I mean, yeah, it's bad. But
Josh Navarro is the neighborhood
always
troll, so it's
trolls.
okay.
But even if it's anybody, none of you bother me. You have no idea. Nobody could be more hurtful than myself when I take my shirt off and see how fucking disgusting I am. Josh Navarro also said, if Joe replaces Rob, I'm chugging bleach. First of all,
No one's
replacing Rob. We won't do the podcast anymore. Okay, relax.
Listen, Rob's gonna be back because when he gets home after being in the hospital and he's starting to recover, I'm sure he's gonna want to vent and just get back to doing things other than laying in his hospital bed. So we definitely look forward to Rob's return.
His side of the story to actually tell when he's feeling better.
Yeah.
You know, like how.
So
he
no,
felt
the Glorious House of Gains podcast will definitely be something that's continuing into syndication.
Yeah, I mean we'll go live from the hospital if he stays there for a while. But I mean, just so everybody has an update. So that's what happened in terms of his surgery. And then today he had a little bit of stuff going on. They had to do another procedure because and again, Marissa, he said we could.
He's ready.
Are you gonna talk?
Oh, he's
ready.
Yeah, he said let's go.
All right, before we give him a call, Alpha Omega with a $10 dono said, I wanted to show my support to Rob. I love y'all. No Don Lemon. The Rona and pneumonia has me drained, though, so I'll finish this tomorrow. Always my thoughts and prayers with Rob and you all. Thank you, Alpha Omega. Those $10 dono. We also have a $25 dono from Bill Burns. Says, I'm not crying, you're crying.
How does Rob call when he calls?
He wants to know if he should call your phone.
I'm gonna call him right now.
Okay.
And then John Nelson is a $5 dono. Says, I'll stop blocking after I copy that Champion Elite hoodie.
It's a good time to call.
Yeah, we're gonna call Rob. So Rob, basically, we left off
stuff.
at Rob ended up having the surgery,
The emergency
on
procedure.
his colon.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into it.
Well, his colon's gone now.
Well, yes, but
Wait, he says no. He says he will call you because they just came in again.
these
Yeah, I
motherfuckers.
knew. I told them they were gonna.
All right.
Should I get into like?
Yes.
What that
So
entails?
basically, well, what you can get into now is
Joe, if he calls you, will you be able to?
Yeah, I'll hear it.
It'll come in?
It'll come
Okay.
it'll come through the live stream. So Rob had his colon removed, right? Now, in terms of what that entails, you can get into that. Like I said, Rob said it's fine. He's going to be, first of all, he's going to be filming videos once he is a free man. And obviously the videos are going to be different in the beginning because Rob now is going to go from motivating other people to himself. So it's going to be different. He's going to be capturing all of this, obviously, and people are going to see it. So,
and you're also going to hear it from his side of the thing, which, okay, so they removed the colon and that, I don't know how many people know what that entails. So they go in and they cut like a huge, like straight down the middle of his abdomen from like underneath his chest all the way, like honestly past his belly button. And once you remove the colon, you have to have a colostomy bag. So that is where like your stool would be going. We are, and then this is the craziest part. So he has a colostomy bag, right? So obviously, maybe he'll get into all of that kind of stuff. So when they cut the abdomen, he's actually not like stapled or stitched open. Like he's actually left open. So it's actually an open wound through his abdomen. So it actually heals from the inside out. So like when they changed so like when they changed the first day they changed it, it's also hard for Rob to see because he's laying down and it's literally across his entire like stomach. But it's so weird to see it because it's like tissue, like you can see the active tissues and there's just a little bit of blood, not like craziness, but it's so weird how something heals from the inside out, like it's not stapled. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, I could imagine. And if anyone's wondering, he is in the hospital flexing on all the hoes in there. He's been showing them, his jacked photos and letting them know that.
He's like, yo, y'all bitches know I really look like this right here.
He
like
is.
not how I am now, but on my phone, I used to look like this. So just letting y'all nurse bitches know when I get back to the bar.
In spite everything that has happened, he is still Robert Frank inside.
Yeah, so he's mentally, for somebody who's going through a lot of shit. He has his good days and his bad days, but he comes out of it real quick. It's not like he just, in all the videos he's done over the years where he says like you shouldn't be depressed.
There he is.
It's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Rob, are you coming through the live stream?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hold on. Let's see if I fucked this up or not. Rob, can you hear me? Rob? Yep. Hold on. I gotta switch it. I fucked this up.
Come on, Joe. You can do
Rodecaster
it.
Pro. Here we go. Rob, are you there? Rob, are you there? Did I
Totally
call
messed
his
up.
phone, Joe?
Just call him back.
No, it says. Hold on. Rob, you there? Did I really fuck this up?
You messed it up.
All right. Oh, God damn it. See, I could never replace Rob. Let's try this again.
He's so mad at you right now.
Should have just let me fucking call him. Can you hear us? What the fuck is going on, Rob? Can you hear?
Ask him if he has his earbuds in and he's not like talking
Yeah, is
through
it
this.
him?
Can you guys hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
I can't. They told me to put on these fucking goddamn AirPods so it stops with the background noise, and I
Yeah.
can't fucking hear shit.
We can hear you now.
Well, I can't hear you. Very good. Talk.
Can you hear me? Can
Can everybody talk so I can fucking hear?
Hey, hi, honey. Can you hear us?
Mic check, we hear.
All right. Is there background noise?
No.
Well, the playback is probably going to have it. That just fucking pissed me the fuck off.
That's our boy.
He's fine. Rob, don't worry about it, bro. You ain't going to be on very long anyway. We already talked everything about you. Do you just want to give because we don't want to keep you too long, to tell us whatever you want to tell us. We basically, were you listening to the live stream?
Yeah, I've been listening since you guys have went live. I'm a little out of breath because they're giving me this fucking blood transfusion, plus my blood pressure just went up, and they've been running in and out of the room.
His blood pressure goes up already.
Ray said it is a black guy's blood. Is this true?
Hey, I'll take anybody's blood right now, bro. I don't give a fuck. As long as it's not some pussy fucking liberal cocksucker. I tell you what,
should have mentioned he was a little agitated today, but
if I come out of the other end of this and I somehow become a fucking homo, just put a bullet in my brain.
All right, please stop. Jesus Christ. Just give us
Somebody
a fucking...
mute that man's mic.
Bro.
It's the meds. It's the meds,
Just
folks.
give
I
us
feel
an
like I should go back to the hospital and make sure he's okay.
Just give us an update, Rob.
All right, hang on a second, because I wrote a couple of notes here that I wanted to say as I was first listening to you guys go live. And again, thank you guys for doing this and keeping the bros and broettes and the live stream, the podcast land updated. Those are the people that I really give a fuck about. People on Instagram, they give a fuck about what you post and entertain me clown type shit. But it's the podcast people, the live stream people, the people that really fucks with us is who I want to know this story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So first of all, we had a great store day today on robertfrank615.com. So thank you, everyone. That's number one. Number two, the mannequins look like shit. Why are the mannequins crooked in the live stream, first of all?
Joey
Bro,
knocked his arm
Joe
off.
said it doesn't matter.
I thought we were going to be on here for like 20 minutes, all right?
Aesthetics, bro.
I know, but
Aesthetics.
I have
We are a top 2% podcast, Joe.
I have
Aesthetics, bro.
Bro, there's 35 more fucking orders in the queue.
Okay.
And just so you're aware, Marissa just tried turning a mannequin and his arm fell off. So don't even fucking bother anymore with it.
All right. Number two. You guys with me here or what?
Yep. What do you got?
Number two, you fucked up Jack T's intro.
Fuck.
Yeah. Someone else, it's supposed to go, and
I
and
couldn't do it
someone
because
else said
Joey just
Zach
hopped
G.
right in. Joey just hopped right in and was like,
Yeah.
and Zach G.
You guys fucked that up. What else did I have? Okay, one more thing that I just wanted to get out before I forget. To all of everybody has been super respectful, super nice, well wishes and shit like that. I do have to say, because I know these people do listen to the podcast. And I'm telling you guys now because I haven't been able to tell you guys through text message. I know your intentions are genuine. I know you genuinely care. However, if you continuously text me, bro, how you doing? Answer me. Are you alive? I'm so worried. And I'm not responding to you. It's for a reason. I can only take so much per day. Stop fucking texting me non-stop. Okay? That's all I want to say. And again, I know your intentions are great, but it's overwhelming. Every fucking day since I've been in this hospital, there has been bad news after bad news after bad news after more fucking procedures after all the bullshit I've been through. Stop fucking texting me. There are people who have been texting me one time and say, bro, thinking about you, and I haven't responded. That, like, thank you. Like, I appreciate you not overwhelming me, but I'm really fucking overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, Rob. No, I hear you, dude. Just listen. The people that are fucking texting you, just obviously, dude. Some people just. I don't want to sound like an awful person, but I almost feel like some people just enjoy the gossip. Like they want to know, and then they just pass it along. Like they feel special that they know for some reason.
Yeah, but like some of our friends don't even do that. Like,
holy Christ, that feedback. Is that
I'll mute it.
I like the fact that some of the bros who genuinely care about Rob, because I had to reach out to people. I even had to tone it back and kind of give him a little bit of space to where, like, I may give him, like, try to give him some motivation in the morning, and then I'll leave him alone, and then I'll wait for him to text me, just because I know all of the shit going on.
like listen,
And
this
some
is
of the
real life
bros,
shit.
yeah, and some of the bros will reach out to me directly and be like, "Hey, is there any updates? Just want to know what's going on." So, yeah, if you guys really are fiending to know what's going on,
that's why we
respect
do
that man's privacy. We'll continue to do the podcast, and if you really want to know, definitely feel free to reach out to me. And if I have any news that he wants to relinquish, I'll let you know what I know. So
do not feel free to reach out to me. I've been telling people, if the whole point of us doing the podcast is to give a weekly update on how Rob's doing, so people don't need to reach out to him and just listen to the podcast. I mean, that's the easiest. That's literally why we're doing this, because like I said, most people would not give a live update of how they're doing. Like, you can hear Rob's voice. He's literally in a hospital and he's dealing with shit live, and he's kind enough to give everybody an update because he knows the platform he has and he wants everyone to know, but he can't sit there and fucking text everybody
all day
and answer
I
back.
can imagine
like
how many
impatient.
messages
It's emotionally draining. I mean, those of us who are close to him are emotionally drained. Like earlier
Some
today,
of you guys wait for me to update
yeah,
you. Like,
it's just, dude, it's very hard. So just listen to the podcast.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been. Has the feedback been better because I put myself on mute while I
we're
wasn't
good.
talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need me? Oh, I got to do a vital sign. So keep talking.
All right.
They're just going to check my vitals. I'll be back in a minute.
Gotcha. All right. So, I mean, anyway, to sum it up in terms of how Rob's doing, obviously he just critiqued everybody here on how bad we're doing on the podcast. But
Well,
he is.
this guy needs to go in for surgery.
Yeah, I know.
so-
He's missing an arm. I mean, Rob is like going through it live, and you're kind of getting to see a little bit of it, and it's because that's how he is, dude. That's how he's been
But
forever.
not even. Whatever you say or you hear, I promise you it is 30 times worse in person to watch all of it.
Yeah.
So, like, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I mean, obviously I have to update people because that's just what you do. But, like, I wouldn't care about somebody who I talk to once every 3 months about updating you.
Yeah.
Like, just because there's other, like, people that it's hard
Plus,
to
it's-
update everybody when
Could you
things
ima-
are happening so quickly.
Yeah, but if you
and
kept-
it he's getting bad news every day.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is when you're having to answer 100 people with bad news, it's almost like a virus. It's like
depleting.
making you down. Who the fuck wants to do that?
Yeah.
And again, we'll put up a podcast once a week so people can get updated.
This guy literally shits in my cornflakes every morning with
Joe,
like the bad news, but then he picks me up when he comes out of something and like texts me immediately after him. That's why I said like, yo, that's some real alpha shit, because I know that going through certain things that he's going through, I wouldn't want to be bothered with shit, to be honest. I really wouldn't.
And here's
So-
the thing, you might not agree with whatever, but at the end of the day, it's if he's asking you for it, then you gotta like respect it.
Yeah, yo, Rob is my guy. I'd give him a kidney if he needed it. And he even said, like, I was going to go to the hospital because I was like, bro, fuck you. I'm coming up to see you. And he literally, like, pleaded, like, for me because he doesn't want to see me. He doesn't want me to see him in this particular state. So he sent me pictures and, you know, he talks to me. And I'm okay with that. But that's how much, like, he's going through the shit. And I'm actually surprised he was even on the phone tonight, to be honest.
Me too.
I mean, he's
Because he got more bad news again today.
Yeah, I mean, and again, so people who are asking, I mean, he's doing the best he can, I guess, is the best way to put it. I mean, he's fighting, you know, and there's just a lot of shit going on.
It's almost at some point, like, you think, like, okay, today's a good day. Oh,
Yeah.
we got some good news. But then it's like, oh, no, wait, now we're backtracking once again. Like,
know.
that's got to be, like...
And we were talking this morning, so, but the thing is,
And he definitely got some alpha blood.
yeah, and the thing is, this morning we had a good talk, and then things went bad again, and then tonight, obviously, he's doing a little bit better now because he went in to do another procedure, and then obviously you just heard him a second ago. You know, he's doing all right, but it's when you talk about it's been 15 days, like it's gonna be rough. There are a couple super chats I wanted to read before we see if we can get Rob back on. $5 dono from G Money 7 says, "Dude, the glorious return is going to happen soon. First time seeing MBJ ever. Prayers and best wishes to Robert Frank 615 and his caring friends and family."
Appreciate that. Thank you.
We have Carl Angel Sr. $15 dono. Said, "Put that bag in a fanny pack and keep doing you, Rob. That's going to make you top alpha getting gains after all this. We love you, Rob."
Let's go.
Joshua Navarro, $3 dono, said, "If it was Joey, he would have finally lost weight." You know what, dude? I probably still wouldn't lose fucking weight. I am on a track to 300 pounds.
That's scary, Joe.
Yeah, I know. Publius 2K4, $10 dono. Says, "I blame Dan Bilzerian for making Rob do legs. Wishing you the best, brother. Get well soon." Rob actually did do legs with Dan.
I'm back.
All right. Rob, one sec. We got a $3 dono.
Yeah,
from
go ahead.
Joshua Navarro. It says, "Rob fired Joe. He takes up too much of the screen." So that's nice.
Yo, Josh, we miss you, Josh.
Rob, he also paid several times to say that he wishes it was me in the hospital and a couple of other really lovely things. G Money.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Super troll he is. G Money 7, another $5 dono. He says, "You just motivated me to wake up early and get some gains and doing the Guido pump. You're a true alpha male, Rob. Swallows a goal, size is a prize." And then we got a super chat from East Coast Toasty Boy. It says, "I'm sorry, Rob. I never should have left." I guess he go away for military or something? And then John Nelson, $5 dono, says, "Join Patreon for updates. Stop being a cheap CS and let people live their lives." All right, and that's all in terms of the updates. Rob, before we Rob, are you free now or no?
I'm with it. Yeah, I'm good. They're out.
All right. I did want to say Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck. Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for people, not patients. Lucy's created nicotine gum. Comes in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. Lucy also has a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine and cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually tastes great, and it's convenient and discreet. Products can be enjoyed anywhere, on flights, at work, on the go, or even in the gym. It's 2021. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. A subscription to Lucy comes directly to your door each month. It's simple, and you don't have to leave your house because Lucy has delivery down. The Glorious House of Gains listeners, go to lucy.co. That's lucy.co, and use promo code GAINS and get 20% off all products, including gum or lozenges. That's lucy.co, and use promo code GAINS at checkout, GAINZ. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Lucy.co, and be sure to use that promo code GAINS. Rob, are you there?
All right, so I guess after getting all fired up and shit, my blood pressure went up a little bit, so that was good.
Relax. What do you mean that was good?
No, it was good.
It
was just 106 over 68.
Oh, that's good.
Tell them to bring
That's the highest it's been in a long time.
Bring some dumbbells in there and fucking hit the weights.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Where was I? I don't even remember.
Well, basically, we had given an update to leading up to you had gotten the surgery on your colon, and they removed that and whatnot. We were basically caught up to this morning.
Subtotal colectomy, you say.
Yeah, subtotal colectomy. So we pretty much caught everyone up until this morning. Do you want to give any more information?
Yeah. So this morning, woke up. They told me they were putting me on a regular diet. No more restriction. They had me on fluid restriction and food restriction. I really couldn't eat anything. Plus, I hadn't been eating anyway. Dude, I've been eating like baby food, like applesauce, canned peaches and pears, just something to get down because I couldn't chew anything.
Yeah.
So obviously my weight went that the lowest that I weighed was 136.
Yikes.
I know I was heavier than that today because I've gained a lot of water weight today. I'm so waterlogged with all the shit that they're doing to me. But so this morning I wake up, everything is good. I'm like, all right, maybe this is the day. Full diet. I can have a fucking French toast and something that tastes good, and we're on the road to recovery. The fucking food service comes in, puts down my tray, they sit me up, still in a lot of pain, still in a lot of discomfort. Take my first fucking bite of home fries, and the nurses run in. Stop eating! Like, what the fuck? They were like, you have to stop eating. We're going to send the doctor in to let you know what's going on, but do not eat or drink anything anymore. And that's when I lost it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So they came in, and because last night, I don't know if you caught people up last night, but I shit myself about 5 or 6. Okay. So even though they removed my colon, they removed the, where you shit doesn't exist anymore. Your colon is 5 feet. I think they took 4 feet and like 2 inches from you. So
Jesus.
They left just enough to be able to do whatever they have to do.
Yeah.
The other surgery,
They
right?
literally left like maybe like the tiniest bit.
And they did.
Yeah, they left like 8 inches, so they have a little bit to work with.
Okay.
But they removed fucking 5 feet of my fucking intestines. So that part is still in my body, and that part still has the ulcerative colitis. And they were concerned. They said the leakage, you still shitting your pants and having blood in your underwear and shit like that, that's going to be normal for a couple days. Don't worry about it. Once all that drains out and, the ulcerative colitis heals, it's going to fix itself. You'll be good to go. Well, that was happening for about a day or two. And last night, I was still making full bowel movements in my fucking bed, just blood from that little bit of colon that was left.
And not a little bit of blood.
And not a little bit of blood, like a murder scene.
Jesus. And now,
so
that is coming from the remaining part of the colon, right?
Of the colon, correct.
That tiny little piece.
Yeah. And now that is still infected. That has the ulcerative colitis, right?
Correct. They said that was still inflamed. That was still very pussy and bloody. And they were afraid that there was another perforation or whatever you call it that was inside of that was going to start leaking toxins then back into my body, which is why I need the emergency surgery in the first place.
Gotcha.
So they did. I had to fast all day long. This was at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, dude. By 3 o'clock, MBJ, when did I go in for?
It was like 4 something.
About 4:15, they rolled you down.
Yeah, they rolled me down, so I couldn't eat anything. Starving, stomach hurting, massive pain. I kept clicking the dilaudid fucking drip as much as I could, just because I was in so much pain. And then they rolled me down for another emergency procedure, which they took another little piece of my colon off, like another inch or so. So now I'm left with 8 inches instead of 9. To make sure they test that to make sure that there was no other bullshit. So,
and also to make sure that the surgery didn't have, because they removed his large intestine. So they needed to do an emergency to go in and make sure that, they, whatever they closed didn't break open he's actually bleeding.
Yeah. So they basically were concerned that the lot of that blood wasn't just what they said it was.
Correct, because
it was an actual leak of something else.
Yes.
So now you go in, Rob. They check that out, and now what's the latest? Because again, we're about an hour in. I do not want to keep you. And I don't want you to get all worked up. So you then tonight.
No, the latest is this. The latest is they said that everything was okay. They didn't find one specific spot that was bleeding. It was just the overall moisture of whatever's going on in there anyway. And right now they wanted to give me a blood transfusion because I'm losing so much blood, and I've been losing blood. My hemoglobin dropped, I think, to the danger level where, I haven't gotten out of bed in days. I can't stand up. If I stand up, I'll drop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely need some blood.
Well, I mean, Rob, you've been in the hospital. I'll give you this much. You're definitely a man's man because you've gone 15 days and you didn't need blood, right?
Right,
so,
right.
I mean,
yeah.
You're doing pretty fucking good that you lost.
And I've been bleeding for 3 weeks.
Yeah, you've been bleeding for 2 weeks before you went in, and then you've been in the hospital 2 weeks. So the fact that
ain't no woman got shit on you when they got their period. Let me tell you, boy.
Let me tell you something. That ain't nothing compared to what's going on with him.
That's what I'm saying. You women ain't shit.
He's been in there for a month. So the fact
no one really. This is
it's been a month of bleeding, and the fact that you didn't need it till today is, you're a strong guy, Rob.
Yeah.
What So now what? You just go to sleep, and then tomorrow's another day, just waiting.
Yeah, I gotta wait for this blood. I gotta wait for this blood to be done. They're gonna give me a medicine right up my fucking ass tonight. That's gonna go right.
You say it so nicely.
Well, it is. Yeah, he's not lying.
Yeah.
It's gonna go right into where the actual part that's damaged is. But it's a hope that like I said, every day that I've been in the hospital has been worse than the next. Hopefully, I'm on a 16-day losing streak. In baseball. Tomorrow, I hope I can get my first win, and that's what I'm hoping for. But thank you guys for doing what you're doing. Thanks for updating the people. You guys can go as long as you want. You could recap, close off any loose points, talk about whatever you want. Well, I don't care.
We do have about 40 orders to back up, Rob.
All right, you still got more orders to go? Okay.
Dude, so many orders. You got a ton of orders today. But I mean, so tomorrow now you'll wake up, and what update are they going to give you tomorrow, basically, is all I wanted to know.
Tomorrow, it's just a wait and see, see how I feel. And tomorrow I think they want to start PT where they're going to get me out of bed, and hopefully they'll see how this medicine takes to make sure that I don't shit my brain's blood again.
So yeah, so they're.
I really don't know because I'm so disheveled. I don't know what the next thing is.
Yeah. But I mean,
to get back.
The good news today though was after they went back in, they don't see anything crazy, right? I mean, that's the good news.
Correct.
All right.
Do these people know who the fuck you are? Tell them to bring a treadmill in your room.
Yeah.
So at this point, we want the medication that they're giving him, like he said, straight in his ass to work, because that little piece that has colitis still, and I'm telling you, the tiniest little piece is gonna make or change everything.
Yeah.
So we need that to go down.
Yeah.
So if there's one thing that we can hope for, it's that the medication targets and does exactly what it needs to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back. It's going to be a couple months before I can get back in the gym, but the comeback story is going to be fucking epic, and we're all going to be fucking absolutely jacked out of our fucking minds.
What's the odds?
We're
What's
gonna be
the over under of you getting jacked before Joey loses weight?
He'll be
Oh,
jacked.
100%.
Bro, you realize that, I mean, this guy's going to go through all this and be able to beat my lazy ass.
With
There
a
is
fucking
no
colostomy
excuse.
bag, a
There is
fucking
no
cut
excuse, Joe.
abdomen.
It's crazy. But Rob, thanks for coming on, and we'll do another podcast next week if you're not back. So don't worry about any of that. I'm going on vacation this week, but I'll be home Friday. So we'll do another podcast next Friday if you're not back. So don't worry about that. Ray and MBJ are going to pack orders all week, so don't worry about that. You ain't got nothing to worry about. So just worry about yourself, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. One more thing I will say is, again, we do this podcast for the podcast listeners and the live stream, the Instagram people, the Facebook people, the Twitter people that just want me to post funny videos. Like, okay, if you got caught up of where I've been, cool, now you know. But we do this for you guys because you guys are the ones that really rock with us and support us. And before I let you go, Joey, MBJ, Ray, you've been doing a great job getting all the orders out to the people, and I can't wait to create content again. And the very last thing I will say before I hang up, Ray and MBJ, I know that this week you guys are going to be taking care of, the millions and millions of orders that come in the store. Ray, do not fuck my wife.
Oh my God.
Goodbye.
Oh, Robert Frank's still in there.
That's the last thing he fucking said, and he hung up. This fucking guy is crazy. Oh, God.
I gotta fucking change his fucking colostomy bag, but he's worried.
He's fucking speechless.
Dude, let's just read a couple super chats and we're gonna get out of here. So obviously that's the update on Rob. You heard in his voice a little bit earlier, like he's definitely, dude, he's going
through the shit.
everything. And like I said, and a lot of people are not gonna give you all that information live because he doesn't know if tomorrow he wakes up and it's gonna be good or bad. Most people wait till they're good and then they do it. So that's how much he cares about updating people, and that's why it's frustrating. Where I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of times when he does a podcast, the one thing that annoys him is people try to get like the contest information like without actually listening to the podcast, and he gets pissed off. So the same way, you don't need to text him to get an update. Just listen to the goddamn podcast.
Oh, if there's one
Boy,
thing
it's
you can
getting
do
hot
for
in
him,
here.
Oh, Ray, cut it out. Ray's
yeah.
taking his keep your clothes on, guy.
is that Rob's shirt?
No, it's not Rob's shirt.
Ray moved
I'm
in
pretty
already.
Sure. I think that's Rob's shirt.
All right, MJ, what were you saying? I'm just trying to catch up. To the
my
last
shirt.
I think
couple.
that everyone should stop texting, and just the end goal here is for medications to work and for him to have better days. So if there's anything that you can do for him, it's put positive vibes out there, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. All right. So Josh Navarro, $5 dono, says, "I wish you well, and I hope it moves quickly. You're the greatest. You've got the best beard, good heart. Joey's fat, congested heart, ugly."
Oh my God.
These people are ruthless. East Coast Toasty Boy, $10 dono. I said no, it was work during the week. I'm here because it's the end of the week, but I'm leaving for boot camp April 5th. For 3 months, then 1 month of MCT, then school. Rob, please be here when I get back. Don't worry, Rob will be here. Trust me, he'll be here. G-Money7, $10 dono. Rob shouted out my dad a few episodes ago after surviving COVID and surgery. He wishes Robert Frank nothing but the best because true alphas let nothing stop them. Can I get a FF bite because Joey? Man, these people just don't fucking care.
It's still gonna be that little fat fuck that wears a t-shirt in the swimming pool.
People fucking
Why do
hate
they
me.
hate you so much?
Because Rob did this. Rob did this.
Or did you do it to yourself?
I did it to myself, but Rob encouraged it. He thought that it would motivate me, and here I am 3 years later. I'm still fat. This guy's going to get out of a hospital. He's going to throw on 75 pounds, and he's going to smoke me. And I'm going to be still fat. It's fucking awful. Josh Navarro, $3 dono, said, I've got my whole colon and still crapped in my car. You and me both, Josh. I've shit myself many a times.
What did he say? What?
He said he has his whole colon still, and he shits himself.
Oh.
Josh is the resident troll.
But this, like, he says shit himself, but it's not really shitting
It's
yourself.
blood.
It's literally like
It's
yeah.
spilling. It's spilling from his insides.
And it's not like he can feel it because
Yeah.
he doesn't have a colon.
Yes,
so it like
it's-
randomly comes
Well,
out of nowhere.
he's just saying because it's his ass. Dude, him talking before about getting the blood from people was hysterical. He is fucking crazy. Josh Navarro. Jesus, Josh, how many fucking super chats you doing tonight? $5 dono says, I'm praying for Rob to get better. I'm being for real. I'm also praying for Joey to go to hell. What the? John Nelson, $3.
Oh, they're so mean
I
to
know,
you.
I know. It's all right.
Oh, that was funny.
John Nelson, $3 dono says, hashtag make Joey pack merch all night. Joe D. Donato is $5 dono says, get well soon, big guy. And are we caught up? I'm trying to do so many super chats tonight, so many nice messages. Couple fucked up ones, but that's okay. Rob knows better. He's an
Yeah, it
alpha.
happens.
Anybody want to say anything before we get off here?
No.
I just
I
want to
think we said
say,
everything.
to everybody who really rocks with us, whether it's Rob directly, MBJ, Joey, myself, the crew as a whole, we appreciate the shit out of you guys. The kind words that a lot of you have expressed to me, whether it's about myself or Rob or things that you've said to me about Joey, you guys are very inspiring and motivating to me. So I appreciate you guys. Hashtag Gainsability. I respect the shit out of you guys because you guys are killing it in the gym. That's what Rob would want.
Oh wait, I do have one more.
Keep
thing.
Jack, keep going to the gym, keep working it out. So in Rob's honor, I actually put out a hashtag Gainsability tank top this week. Just released it today since he kind of inspired me. So yeah, we're gonna rock with that. So you'll be seeing me with the hashtag Gainsability tank tops in the gym, and there's a couple of bros that I'm actually gonna be sending care packs out to because they deserve it. Thank you guys.
MBJ?
Yeah. So after all that happened, and then the second emergent thing, they had to go in. They had to do the Fleckmoid
The second scare.
Yeah, the second scare. As I'm about to leave, I untangled, the man's got freaking 3 IVs through him, literally fluids on this side, pains on this, now another one, blood, he's got whatever. So I'm trying to untangle everything, and I see his forearm, and it looks like a balloon. So swollen, but I don't want to freak him out, but also it's not normal for it to look like that. So I'm this dude can't catch a break. Then I guess the IV, I forget the medical term, I can't even anymore, I'm so tired, but whatever, it exploded. So it was literally the fluid just going not where it was supposed to go, and it blew up his arm. So then they had to do a new IV, and
Yeah.
it's just never ending for this guy. I feel so bad for him.
It's crazy because Rob has never been around the needle his whole life, so this
He
is a new
gets-
experience.
I was
Excuse
there all
me?
day.
No,
No, there's not a needle on the table here that he fucks with every
no,
week.
Yo, but it's different when you're dehydrated
No,
and you're
I know.
sick. He's got no
I know. We're
veins. They
trying to lighten up.
he sees the needles. He's like, "Yo, bring that shit on.
Yeah.
Better have
Like,
some
what?
good shit
Yeah,
in it."
what's in there?
I know when the ER nurse put a 18 gauge, he was like, "Man, that's nothing." I'm like,
It's
"Shut
child's
up."
play.
Yeah. And 3 more super chats and we're out of here. Kevin, $5 dono says Rob weighs 136 pounds, so about the same as Joe's left leg. I can't. East Coast.
I can't believe they do this to you. Why
Yeah.
do you still do the podcast?
Because I just
Joe is
I
the
fucking
man.
have no
Joe got that thick
feelings.
skin.
That doesn't fucking bother me. East Coast Toasty Boy, $2 dono says Rob's intro for Ray is coming back to haunt him. $5 dono from Nick Santora, our boy Nick. What's up, Nick? It says, just want to say I appreciate all of you.
Thank you,
Thank
Nicky.
you.
We appreciate that, bro.
And then $2 super chat from East Coast Toasty Boy. It says, a little bit different, but you get the idea. What is he talking about? I forget. I'm fucking losing my
He
mind.
said Rob's intro for Ray is coming back to haunt him.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so I mean that's about it. We'll be back next Friday night to give another update. Like I said, it's been 15 days. He's been in
Next
the
Friday again? Not Thursday?
No,
What
because
happened
I'm not
Thursday?
back. Because I'm not back till Friday. I don't get back till Friday night. I'd
Oh,
literally
okay.
be coming right here.
Okay.
So yeah,
Hopefully he's home by then.
yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
He just might not be up, but hopefully he's home.
Listen, I hope so.
We just
too.
need him back in the building. He needs to start eating.
Yeah. We're gonna go pack up literally between 35 and 40 orders that are there right now in the queue. Yeah, we appreciate everybody listening, and you got the update right from Rob, and I guess that's it, right? Until next week. Thanks for listening.
Swallows the goal, size is the prize. It's game to clock, motherfucker. Let's